Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, it's actually story time. I want to share a story with you how I thought James, my husband, at the time before he became my husband, lied to me. This story started in 2004 when we got married. What happened is James and I met online and we had talked about we'd like to get married and so forth. And then he traveled to Zambia. Let me tell you, I was so over the moon because I was like, he traveled all the way to Zambia, all the way to Africa. He's never been to Africa, but he traveled for me. I was so touched. I was like, wow, this guy loves me. We set the dates that we wanted to get married. We went to the marriage registrar. We knew exactly when would be getting married. That day came. It was on a Tuesday. Let me just say this. I had not told a lot of people that I was getting married. A few of my friends were to come to the marriage registrar. Two of them were witnesses, and because James, of course, he did not come with anyone, so he had to have someone to be a witness to witness on his behalf. That morning, he was still at the hotel. I had gone to work. There is this person, a workmate of mine, like we were very good friends, and he had come to my office and we were just chatting. I mentioned to him that I'm excited because today is the day and I'm getting married. This person, the workmates of mine, knew my ex, and then he's like, oh, you and Doug are getting married finally. I'm like, no, I am not getting married to Doug. I am getting married to James. It is like, James? Who's James? Like, I'm like, this is the guy that I met online and we dated for a short period of time. He traveled all the way. He traveled all the way from Canada. He came to see me and we have decided that we get married. You know, you should have seen the look on his face. He's like, Frida, what are you doing? Do you know anything other than the name of this guy? I'm like, and that dawned on me. It's like, I actually, other than his name, he said that he is self-employed and he runs this business. That's pretty much all I know about him. My workmate asked, have you at any time talked to any of his employees, like the people that work for him? And I'm like, no, really. He's like, Frida, why would you marry a person like that? And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, but we are getting married in a matter of hours. We already made an appointment with the marriage registrar and we're getting married at 11 o'clock. He kindly told me the least that you can do at this point, just go online and search his business and see if it's even genuine. So I went online and I googled the exact name that James had told. The name was there. The only issue was that it wasn't James's name on there. I was like, what have we got here? Houston, we have a problem. And I was like, I was so disappointed, but I tried to conceal my disappointments and I did it well. I concealed my disappointment so well. My workmate did not even realize that this is what I have found on Google search. And then, like right away, I told him that, you know, at the time I did not have my personal car, and I just depended on public transport. And so I told him that no, I gotta go, I'm running behind time. I have to catch a taxi, and then the taxi is gonna take me to the marriage registrar. James is waiting for me, and we're getting married. And I was like, okay, I did not put up a gloomy face. He bought it. I actually just gathered all my stuff in my office, and I was on my way to the marriage registrar. James was already there. You should have seen the smile. He was so excited that we are getting married, and I got there, and there's some papers that I had printed out, and I stuck them in his face. I'm like, dude, what are we doing here? I went on Google search and I printed out these papers, and yes, it's the same business that you said you had. However, it has a different name on. He was smiling. He was laughing at me. He was smiling. I'm like, you can't be serious. Were you laughing? Were you smiling? Because at this point, I did not understand the reason why he was laughing, right? And then he goes on, he says, look, this business is actually in a different city. And so he's like, this business is there, and this is a very common name. If you go to London, England, I'm pretty sure you will find it, because this is a very common name. My business does not have a website. Actually, he managed to convince me. Whatever he was saying was making sense. And I went ahead and married him on that day. We got married. As you can see in these pictures, yes, we did. We got married. And then he went back. He could even call me from the office line. And I was like, oh, yeah. So he cares. That I was concerned about that. And then when he came back, when we had the ceremony, because when we got married, we did not have a ceremony. The time frame was just not allowing. It was too short. And so 2 months down the road, he came back and we had a ceremony. This time he even came with some business cards, like just to show that he was the real deal. He wasn't faking, or yeah. And I appreciated that, because that made me, like, I know, like, from even at the time that we got married, I thought about it. I was like, okay, what is the reason he did that? He lied to me about the business, having this business that he is not his. And yeah, here I am. I do not have a lot of money. I'm just a working class. What would he gain by lying to me? I thought about that, and I was like, I know it doesn't make sense. Why would he lie to me? But anyways, and it's like none of what he did on his trip, like his air ticket, his even the activities that we did within Zambia, and none of that came from my pocket. He paid for. So it was him that was spending, not me. And that's a reason. That's a reason why it didn't make sense to me that he'd lied to me. If you were in a relationship, if I was talking to my young self 18, 20 years ago, before I got married, I don't know if I would do the same exact thing that I did, or I have smartened up a little bit, I guess, because I guess, with the experience, with me getting older, I think that I could talk to my young self that, perhaps, just find out where, talk to the workers he says that he has, talk to them and see that if they are genuine, or just something like that. James is adopted. He was adopted as a baby, and of course you have seen it on our channel. The mother did not like me very much. She's dead now, but before she even died, she did not like me. So I don't believe that if I made an attempt even to talk to her, she could have been like nice about it. She could have been willing to talk to me. I think that the reason why he did not offer for me and the mother to have a phone conversation was because of the way she thought about people from different races. I think so. Having said that, I guess he did not lie to me, as the topic, the title suggests. He did not lie to me. It's just that it was the same name but different city, and he did not lie to me. And I'm so glad I did not jump to conclusions. I did not make a decision of not letting the man that I loved go because of the information that I googled. Sometimes it's not accurate. So do not trust everything that you Google about. See if you can find a way to get in touch with real people, and then talk to them, and then just find whatever information that you need that's going to help you make a decision. I'm glad that I made my decision, my right decision. We have come to the end of this video, and we'll see you in our next video. If you're not yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Do turn on that post notification button so that each time we upload a brand new video, you are notified. We'll see you, friends.